In any city, people form community groups. Sometimes they represent businesses, sometimes they represent people with shared interests or values, and sometimes they represent specific communities. Now, governments don't have any real power in who sets up these groups, but they do have a lot of say deciding which ones have influence. It's governments that decide which groups get grant money, or who they invite to events, or who they partner with on big projects. Now, inevitably, these decisions can cause tension, but few have caused as much tension in recent years as the one right now between the City of Vancouver and the Filipino community.
A lot of the youth are just wondering what the heck is going on. They just see their elders, their aunties, their uncles, their grandpas and grandmas just going at it on Facebook.
For the last 2 months, debate has raged online. Should the city fast-track a proposed Filipino Cultural Centre at Main Street and 3rd Avenue? Hundreds have shown up to City Hall, and Ken Sim has thrown his weight behind the proposal.
For more than 40 years, the Filipino community has been asking for a cultural center, and today we finally have an opportunity in front of us to help move that forward.
Now, everyone agrees there should be a cultural center, but the question is whether this one makes sense.
The people that are in support of this versus people who are not in support of this are operating with a different set of facts.
Here is one set of facts. The land at 3rd and Main is owned by Filipino developer Toby Reyes. The proposal has the support of the city and the most powerful Filipino politician in the province, NDP MLA Mabel Elmore. In the aftermath of the Lapu-Lapu Day tragedy, the province and federal government are eager to financially help a project happen soon. And while other groups have pushed for a center for years, the combination of land and political support means this project is the closest to viability.
It's the only one that was able to be brought forward and is ready to come before city councils.
But there are also a different set of facts that Filipino BC Chair RJ Aquino thinks are more important. To start with, the owner of the land, Toby Reyes, has faced foreclosure action over the site, with lenders telling the BC Supreme Court in 2021 that he owed $17 million there. The new group spearheading this proposal, called the Filipino Legacy Society, was incorporated by the province on August 25th. On August 28th, Reyes filed a motion in BC Supreme Court, saying that he was in negotiations with the city and province in building a Filipino cultural center on that site, but wanted the details that were sent to the court and lenders in affidavits kept private. Now, publicly, Reyes says he has been working to pay off those debts, and he's confident the remaining issues will be dealt with. Meanwhile, Filipino BC was one of 2 other groups working for their own proposal for a cultural center on pieces of land in South Vancouver. In 2024 and 2025, they were meeting every quarter with City Council. And in the aftermath of the Lapu-Lapu Day tragedy, they were the lead local group for fundraising efforts. So what happens for them not to be involved with this project?
But after the concert was ultimately postponed, then yeah, the lines of communication shut down, and we didn't have the same relationship as we did before.
The concert was the proposed Come Together Vancouver Strong event at Rogers Arena. It was approved by council in June, but after Filipino BC criticized it for happening too soon and with too little consultation, the city pulled back, postponing things to next year. In the aftermath, Elmore sent text to Filipino BC board members saying their relationship with the city was in jeopardy and asking Aquino to chat. Aquino then says there was a heated meeting at City Hall where Sim's chief of staff, Trevor Ford, made a demand.
Yeah, that we needed to issue a statement apologizing to the mayor, that we needed to not only retract but to apologize.
Filipino BC didn't apologize or retract. A week after that meeting, their quarterly meeting with council was canceled, and they haven't met since. Months later, the city championed the new proposal by Filipino Legacy Society.
If the breakdown of the relationship triggered this set of events, I don't know about that, but the timing seems a little fortuitous.
Ford admits he did ask for an apology to the mayor, but argues Filipino BC made a number of inaccurate comments about a lack of consultation in the months before and after that led to the breakdown of this relationship. He says the endorsement of the Filipino Legacy Society project is separate from that conflict. And while Elmore didn't comment directly on her text messages to Filipino BC board members, she says she provides advice to all sorts of groups all the time. But right now, there's one project that's ready to move forward.
And we've said we will consider all options, right, equally. But you know, a decision has to be made, and we have to move. That's also my message.
Wednesday's vote on the project won't give it the green light because it doesn't involve rezoning. The province and federal government still have to provide funding as well.
Hopefully, as Christmas comes and Christmas is a big thing in the Filipino community, as I hope that we can all be friendly again and share a meal together. But one can only pray.
Everyone wants a cultural center. Whether everyone in the community will come together after Wednesday's vote is another question entirely. Justin McElroy, CBC News, Vancouver.